Hello, everyone. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is my review. Not even my review, my commentary on all this stuff that has just came out basically overnight. We know Kelly Price was reported missing. Now, we have people coming out saying things like Kelly Price herself has finally spoken out, but it's getting even more confusing with her speaking out because we now got Nikki Gilbert of Brownstone and the Brat kind of adding even more fuel to the fire that it was foolishness going on the whole time. Okay, but y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird and stuff. Okay, make sure to like this video, comment in the comment section. Also hit the share button, share this video on y'all social media. You can follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG and JayLeesCorner on Twitter. And y'all know to like the video and subscribe. Okay, honey, it is 5:12 in the morning, and I'm like, let me try to get this done. Okay, because just so much has happened. Okay, but Kelly Price spoke out, did a whole little video with TMZ. Okay, but then Nikki Gilbert also went live, honey, on her own little video showing whatnot. The Brat was live with Big Booty Judy on IG. It's a whole mess up in here. Okay, I'm gonna try to piece it all together, but we shall see. So we know Kelly Price was reported missing late last week because now it's Monday morning. Okay, and with that, we had I'm gonna go off screen because my signal act like it's messed up. I got too many things open. So Kelly Price was reported missing. Okay, that was the first thing that we had go on, and with that, we had different people coming out saying things. Her sister came out saying she was missing. Nikki Gilbert came out saying things or whatever, and until she see and hear from so and so to keep praying or whatever. So that's what kind of happened and whatnot. Okay, but however, Kelly Price herself came out saying, I'm not missing. But I want to show y'all first the video that Nikki Gilbert put out earlier today before we seen Kelly Price's video. Okay, listen to this.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. I just wanted to jump in here real quick to say first, happy Sunday. And second, I have spoken with Kelly Price. She called me last night. We had a very extensive conversation. I'm not going to share the details right now because I feel like Kelly should speak when she's ready. But Kelly is fine. She's not on a ventilator. She's not a hostage. She is healing from COVID. It was indeed Kelly. And if you are like me and you're really concerned about her, I hope that this does your heart good to know that our sister is A-okay. So that is all. We're still talking Missing Girls, the BMF premiere, and of course I'm going to share my thoughts on what I've learned from this situation and how we can all grow and evolve tonight at 10:30 on She Speaks Live. The link is in my bio. Yeah, but Kelly's good. All right, peace and love.
So that is the video that Nikki put out before we got the video from Kelly. Now let me play y'all a snippet of what Kelly said on TMZ today.
Yes. Going into the hospital, I'd actually had COVID for over a week, but my conditions were progressing in the wrong direction from home. And we're jumping all the way in. So I had it. My husband did not have it. He was taking care of me at home. And eventually he ended up testing positive within a week after I got it and just prior to me going into the hospital. And so he called the ambulance. And so I had to go to the hospital. Well, I was discharged. The hospital needed beds. I was able to go home and go home with oxygen and have home health aides come check on me throughout the week, which is what happened for a period of 4 weeks after being released from the hospital. So, and I actually just got my first clean COVID test probably exactly a week ago. So I have what is called long COVID. And I am facing a very uphill battle right now. I literally just left my house maybe a week ago because I couldn't rest there. My doorbell was being rung all hours of the day and night. I turned off everything. I wasn't on social media. It hasn't been 2 months since I've seen my sister It's been a year. I haven't been in the same room with her since my mother's funeral. Prior to that, we hadn't seen each other all pandemic long. That's not new for us.
So that was Kelly Price speaking herself again. She was on TMZ, so that is the photo of video right there of what Kelly looked like. Okay, currently today. So again, Kelly Price did a whole. It was like a almost a 5 minute video with TMZ. So we do see her, we do hear her speaking. So that was what she was saying. Now again, she was talking about how one, it has not been 2 months since she saw her sister, how they basically have an estranged relationship. She also spoke later on about how she feels as if her daughter was manipulated into even having all of this seem like that she was missing, because if she says I was never missing, she also not admitted, but she confirmed that she is indeed married. Okay, as she said, her husband, caught COVID after taking care of her. She also brought up how at one point in time she died, she flatlined, okay. And I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. So again, she says it's like long COVID, which is what she has. It's gonna take her some time to bounce back, as she said, get back in shape to be able to perform. Now, that was one whole part of her speaking about what happened, how she again was never missing, how she and her family are estranged. Okay. She also brought up how with her sister, who we saw on multiple interviews, saying how I just want my sister to be safe. Kelly said how, one point in time before her mom's funeral, they wasn't talking before then either. They had not seen each other the whole time during COVID, and how that isn't abnormal. But the thing about it is, just because you don't see people don't mean they don't worry about you, but I'm going to leave that there. Now, let's get back to Nikki Gilbert. I showed y'all the video that Nikki did, okay? On that same video she had posted on her IG, where she says, I'm gonna talk about it on my little show later on tonight. She went ahead and did that show. Now we seen the Brat riding around early on IG Live. I can't find the IG Live and I ain't like looking for it. But if I find it, I will link it below, but I don't know yet. However, Brad was saying how she was upset that people, Nikki Gilbert, were out here repeating things and talking about things that Kelly had probably said in private, how she herself, the Brat, had been talking to Kelly. But Kelly did not want anyone speaking about what she had going on. Kelly herself said in her video how, the medical staff knew she was okay and they could not say anything because of HIPAA. But I'm like, Kelly, why didn't you say nothing before today? But again, as she's saying, because she was really, really, really sick and she wasn't missing. So she didn't feel the need to come up and say shit because her sister said she was, and that wasn't really true. So again, the Brat was already mad on her IG live. I think she was like riding around in the car or whatever. Nikki fully went on a show that she do, and I'll possibly link that below or maybe put it in the comment section. I don't know. But the video is an hour and 48 minutes long. Okay, it's her with three other women named Pamela Price, Christine Beatty, Lord Jesus, and then someone named, I think it's Taisha or Tisha, Teisa, who's from Detroit. And they have a little, I guess, little panel or whatever, and they were talking about things with other missing girls and things like that. But Nikki then went on this live that she had on her platform. Okay, and again, she posted all that on her IG page. Okay, I ain't got no time. I listened to about 20 minutes of it. You have to get about an hour into it to even get to the part of her giving all these details of what happened and how she even got involved in the Kelly Price situation. How, Brownstone was asked to cover a date that Kelly Price was supposed to have here in Detroit. And when she asked, what's up with Kelly? And they was like, oh, we think she's sick or whatever, but no one had talked to her, okay? And Brownstone had been asked to cover about 3 separate dates, but no one knew where Kelly was. It was the reason that she wasn't doing any shows. So Nikki said how, and the only reason I'm not putting up her video of her talking because I think it's on her own platform and I don't want to copy anyone's shit. Is one thing you do on IG saying things, that's fine, fine, fine. But if you have your own platform or whatever, I'm not gonna take that stuff there. You can find it yourselves because I'm gonna link it below. But she brought up how after so much time or whatever, when no one had still heard from Kelly, how she had reached out to other industry friends who supposedly, possibly knew Kelly, but who had not talked to her. No one had talked to her. No one knew where she was, what was going on with her, or whatever. And so she ended up reaching out to Kelly's daughter because she say, I know her daughter, like Kelly's daughter, 27 years old. And when she reached out to Kelly's daughter being said, we got to talk in person. They could not do that because of COVID. They talked over the phone. And Nikki said the daughter then told her that my mom is really, really sick. When I saw her last, she had all these tubes or whatever. She was in ICU. And she said, this is about 5 weeks ago that this conversation happened. The daughter had her worried thinking Kelly was going to die or whatever else. And Nikki said, I told her, well, maybe you should talk to so and so and so and so to figure out what's going on. And the daughter said, well, no, I don't trust anybody but you. Anyway, so again, Nikki was on this show she has that she does with these other three women, giving the backstory of how she got involved. She said how, and again, I'm going to link it below. She brought up too how she was the one who initially had the first welfare check done on Kelly, but it was a secret one, a quiet one. It wasn't through the police or any of that. It was like an insider shit or whatever. How they had someone go check and Kelly wasn't there. That's when she suggested for the daughter to talk to the sister, for them to maybe go talk to the police or whatever if they don't know what she is and if no one knows what's going on. So Nikki said she was the one who had them have a private, secret, you know, private welfare check done for Kelly first. And when that one did not turn any results, then she suggested for the daughter and the sister to go further with that. She also brought up how I didn't want to be involved. I didn't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. And again, I was like, it seemed like you was involved. Okay. But her point was, if my friend needs help, I don't want to not help someone trying to help her. Because again, we still ain't talked to her and we don't know what's going on. And I was like, Nikki, you was doing too much, mama. You just sit down some dang on where. But again, she was trying to help Kelly, as she said. So again, she's talking about all of this. She brought up how the sister then was doing interviews, how the police was telling Nikki that she should help the sister, guide the sister. So the sister isn't so, I guess overwhelmed or whatever, but she didn't want to. But that's what she was then asked to try to make it more public, make it a public thing so that, I'm saying, more attention can get to it so that we can find Kelly. I was like, girl, for someone who did not want to be involved, you kept getting involved the whole time or whatever. Fine, fine, fine. But again, that was her story. She gonna stick to it. So I didn't listen to the whole because it's an hour and 48 minutes. I don't have the time. She was saying once she did talk to Kelly, recently, because that all happened weeks ago. Okay. Recently, when talking to Kelly, Kelly, I guess, did not want people to know what was going on. She was being private. Fine, fine, fine. However, I still feel like, Nikki, you knew it's weird because she kept saying she did not want to be involved, but she kept involving herself. So that part confused me. So again, Nikki was live having this conversation on her platform. The Brat and Big Booty Judy was then on IG Live. And the Brat was upset because they like, you went and basically used Kelly Price being missing and Kelly Price now being found and not really missing. Because Kelly Price, she wasn't really missing. But they like Nikki and the Big Booty Duty and the Brat was saying how, Nikki was basically using this situation to get people to watch her live video because they're like, she's never had that many folks watching her platform. She's not a real friend because what friend would sit there and give a full out detailed story of what happened and not keep Kelly's business private? I agree. Now, I don't have the video, but I'm going to play the audio of the Brat. So listen to the little snippet that I'm gonna play.
Girl, fuck them people. Listen, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody, if you want to advocate and all this shit, ain't nobody talking about how Kelly's husband was made to look crazy, like he had something to do with like the disappearance and all this other stuff. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the real issues. You only want to talk about what you're talking about to promote your thing. But if we're talking about Kelly and your friend, what about the things that her family members that are close to her had to go through too? What about those things? They had this man looking like he was a serial killer. Like, come on, man, don't do that. I talk to Kelly every day. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm talking to her right now. She not happy watching this shit, watching what you say. You're telling all of her business. And I wouldn't have got on this motherfucker, but you start disrespecting my baby. You start trying to take shots. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if this is what you want, I'm here for it. I'm up all night. Then I'm up in the morning doing a motherfucking radio show. We could talk all about it all day and all night.
Let's just get off the hill. Maybe we fell for the okie doke. Maybe because
maybe it's a setup.
No, not just a setup. Because I know that's the most views she ever had on her live. But we're not gonna go there. But maybe this is because we were doing so much good work. This is the devil at work trying to distract us. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to get us off of course of what we're doing. Because we don't do this. We don't get on live and we don't do this. We don't do this. We don't. So maybe
I told you shouldn't even listen to it. We shouldn't even listen to it.
We shouldn't have went on it. But even if we didn't listen to it, some blind would have picked that shit up. And if I would have fucking saw that shit peddling fucking hair products, nah, don't do that.
You a peddler, baby. You peddling hair products. That is so fucking funny. Really.
Man,
girl, don't do that. Don't do that.
We're not doing that.
Don't do that.
We're not doing that.
Don't do that. Kelly, we love you. We know you on here watching. We support you. And it's wrong. And I'm sorry that you have to go through this. I am so sorry because the people you did call and tell and talk to that did check on you, that genuinely love you, like, we you finna tell your shit. It is what it is. When you get ready to, you will, and you did tonight. You made it clear. You have not talked to your sister. While somebody keeps talking about, I talked to the sister said this, I felt bad for the sister. Like, come on. People gonna have people on their live rooting for them and cheering for them and rah, rah, rah. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But you get on here being disrespectful, that's a whole different ball game now. Don't do that. Don't disrespect somebody's brand now. Don't do that now. You can't do that when we just came back from New Orleans giving back.
So that was, the Brat and Judy, who was on Judy's live. And people were asking them about, what Nikki said. They were also talking about Tasha K was supposed to comment on her too. Honey, there's so much going on here. But we see the Brat is pissed off that Nikki Gilbert was the one out here relaying information, telling Kelly's business on her live. And I'm telling y'all that it's an hour and 48 minutes. Okay. And I only listened to about 20 minutes of it. And she was fully saying a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to link it below because it's on somebody else's YouTube channel. Okay. So I'm going to link it below. But yeah, it's so much mess going on. I'm sure Kelly will come out later on and bring up more. I feel like most stuff is gonna come out too. But the fact that the Brat was saying we all have been talking to Kelly, we all knew she was okay, but that she was keeping things private. And the weird part for me is so many people supposedly knew, and the only person we heard from was her lawyer. But I'm like, why wouldn't the husband be the one to say, look, she's okay. She don't want to talk right now. I do think it was weird that we heard from a lawyer first and not someone that's more credible. And then once we heard from Nikki, who, if I believe, a couple days ago kept saying, Kelly, this, we're going to keep praying, until her family, until her children say she's okay. We're going to keep praying. That's what she said a couple of days ago. And then today she's going to say, oh, Kelly's okay. I talked to her today, or well, yesterday. She's fine, fine, fine. So again, for Nikki to now come out and give all this other information, it's like that's why Kelly's like, I don't want to tell nobody shit because y'all snitches and stitches get stitches. But it's a lot of foolishness. I'm sure again more will come out, but I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Okay, so that's all the information I have right now. The more to come out, the more we will cover it between on the blogs or whatever. I'm sure we'll talk about it on the panel on Thursday. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. I will talk to y'all later. I gotta go. I will see you when I see you. And everyone, just mind your business. Okay? If your friend is in need and you're helping your friend, still keep their personal information private. Okay? You should not be telling anybody all the things that Nikki was saying. The whole backstory, Nikki, sometimes just hush. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go. Peace, gotta go.